today. And the way that you prep to move cows is you have to get them into a routine. So when I go out and feed here in a few minutes, what I'm going to do is feed in the stalls. You all know that when I built my barn, I master planned it to use my stalls as a loading pen, kind of a twofer right there. So as I go out and feed today, I'll make sure that I put the feed inside the stalls. And so the cows will have to get used to going inside the stalls. The day that I'm ready to move them, I'll close the stall doors, gates, and at that point we will be able to load. Look how good she is. Christmas knows that there's a goat or something in that trailer, and she's here to help. She only wants to help, and that's the part of her in her DNA, and I love that. Such a good girl. She has not left this trailer. I walked all the way to the barn to get a bucket of feed, and she has not left this trailer because she wants to make sure that when Dad needs help, she's here to help me. The problem is I'm trying to keep her from, being active. We're trying so hard to keep her inactive. I'm not going to put her in a crate, y'all. She spends the entire day and night inside the shop, and she does get occasional potty breaks. And she's out on a potty break right now, and boy, does she want to help. You guys back up. I'm going to drop some feed off for you, okay? All right, so I've poured out feed all along here for the goats. And so now it's Christmas. Please stop running. Ugh. And now I'm going to go up and get the our little guy named Prince out of the trailer and put him inside here. Y'all give me a second. All right, you're free. Go. Chrissy, Christmas. Come on, you did a good job. All right, so we're going to sit here and watch how everyone reacts to Prince on his new surroundings. Jamie's come outside.
I just got a text that said, I'm here, but I'm unloading a goat.
You had no idea what was going on, did you?
I didn't, and then I walked out and I saw Christmas jump around like a kangaroo.
Yeah, my dad messaged today, and he's trying to downsize. And Prince is one that he needed to move along. We've met Prince before.
He reminds me of Big Boy.
He does look like a lot, yeah, a whole lot like Big Boy.
I wonder if he's a
A descendant? I don't know, but he's been in our feed room a few times, so
Yeah, I recognize his face.
So we know that face. So I think our biggest concern here is watching Huck's demeanor. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Because, let's also not forget, the reason that we brought Huck here is not because he didn't get along with other male goats.
No.
Is that he was sick, and there was no nutrition for him at I'm a Survivor.
Yeah.
And he just constantly stayed sick.
Look at how much his hair standing up, though.
Yeah. Now, he has become our leader here. And unfortunately, that part might change once, and that might be kind of show what's going to happen right here, actually.
Well, it comes with the appendage. Come on, Christmas.
Yeah, but the thing is, Huck is probably going to miss that leadership role, but he's not going to get sick again because over here he has the nutrition.
You just pushed him away, though.
And the activity level. Hi, buddy. What are you thinking? He's like, whoa, I thought I was a leader. And by the way, where's my bell? You all know I took his bell off. You know why I took his bell off?
Does it keep getting stuck?
And also, him and Brady were wrestling, and Brady's horn went under the collar and was choking him. And Brady couldn't get his horn out. So it wasn't Brady was being mean and trying to kill him. Brady couldn't get his horn out of there.
Yeah,
and I felt it scared me.
Yeah.
So, okay, all is fine, guys. We're going to see how this works out. And
Looks like he's cool, but can I get out and eat some fruit trees?
That's exactly what Huck wants to do.
That's how we show our leadership here, is who can
eat the most trees and cause the most riffraff.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Christmas smelling him.
She sure is. And he's letting her, like, okay, so you're the dog
She's
here.
Like, yeah, so you're the goat. Okay.
So you're the one in that trailer.
Yeah.
Shirley's like, wow, you're cute. Hi.
Shirley's like, hello.
Laverne's like, yeah.
Oh, boy.
That's how they flirt, guys. Right in the man parts, though. That's not too, yeah. Jamie, don't.
Might not be there for long.
Yeah, do not get any ideas. That's not how everyone flirts. He's like, I'm out of here. I'm going back to I'm a Survivor. You guys are all crazy. All right, since we videoed this last, we have lost another egg and a camera, yet we have a new egg, so we're still not completely done yet. And we also know that Debbie and Carl have enjoyed chewing on this camera here. So we can't seem to stop the eagles, but if we can't stop them, we at least want to capture the moment. So Jamie's going to move this camera. We're going to get it closer. Careful, babe. We're going to get it closer and maybe on this side of the fence where Carl can't get to it as easily. But we're blessed that Debbie has laid another egg because I really want to capture this moment.
Put it around the tree, or what do you mean to do?
No, I think it should go on this board, this lower board or the lowest board or any board, but on this side where they can't get to it. Don't do it, Carl. But where they can't get to it, but where it will for sure pick up anything that comes in this close of now we can't obviously catch the eagle swooping down from that vantage point, but we can at least maybe capture the eagle on or grabbing the egg. Well, you all knew that it was inevitable. Now, it's not going to happen today. It is not going to happen today, but there are going to be some changes. Sweetie, I am trying to work on a video and you are filthy. Guys, she has found herself an empty cat container, a cat food container, and she's making all kinds of racket. Millie, I love you, but this goes in the trash can, y'all. Give me a second here. Oh, hey, good morning, folks. Lester here, and I know what you're looking at. You see the trailer on the truck behind me, and you're like, "Oh no, Lester, what are you about to do? Lester, what are you about to do?" Well, let's talk about it. I'm going to turn my camera around so you're not staring at my face the whole time, and then we will talk about what is going to happen in the very near future. All right, so I really was hoping to wake up this morning on what is we're having a low pressure system. You can see the drizzly rain soaking into the ground, which is much needed, and we're very blessed for it. But in that, I thought for sure I would see Gracie with calf. We've not had a low pressure front in over a week, and I thought for sure we'd have that calf on the ground this morning. Still no calf. There's still no development in her bag. And so, guys, I'm going to go ahead and officially say I don't think that band camp worked out for us this year. And that's fine. But what I'm going to do is start prepping to move both Pearl and Gracie back to I'm a Survivor. And now that Jake has his little herd of cows, which are Moo, Annabelle, and Santoro, since they're off my pastures and on his own pastures, I have space now to put my cows back. And I also don't have a fear of Santoro, which is the brother to both Pearl and Gracie. I don't have any fear of Santoro trying to inbreed back with his sisters. So I will be moving these two cows, not today, but in a few days, back to I'm a Survivor. And then we will allow them to join up with Jolene and Waylon, and that will be his very own herd. As far as Charlene, the little calf there, she'll look at her eating grass. 2 weeks old, and she's out there eating grass with her sister. But no, Charlene will be with mom for, at least 8 months, between 8 months and a year. And we'll be moving her back sometime around spring of next year. Does that make any sense to anybody? Seriously, does that make any sense to anybody? I've heard myself just rambling on. I'm like, Lester, cut it. No, in my mind, I'm saying, Lester, you're rambling. Lester, cut it. Lester, use your words to say all of that in this much space. I couldn't do it. Anyway, I hope that you get what I'm saying. Now, let's go ahead and go out there and feed them stalls. You know what I'm already foreseeing as a problem is going to be these birds. These birds are going to run up on the stalls over here, and they're going to cause problems with my cows. So what I'm going to do is put some bird feed in a bucket. I'm going to leave that bucket in the side-by-side where the cows won't reach for it, but the birds can. And that will hopefully, and then I'll park the side-by-side, or I'm sorry, the Argo. I'll park it far enough away where the birds can encircle the Argo and eat at the bird feed, whereas the cows will have to go inside the stalls to get to their feed. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, so we're going to put the bird feed here in the front of the Argo. And that right there should allow our birds to walk up and eat out of the Argo. Our cows, though, I'll take their bucket of feed and put it into their food troughs inside the stalls. And we're gonna do all of that right now. All right, this is what we got going on. We got birds running, we got cows coming. I'm gonna take all of this. These are my feed troughs. Do not get too close to me. Everyone needs to back away. Now we know Texas is not gonna come inside. We already know that. But these little heifers, they will. So y'all give me a second here. All right, so my plan, look out birds. My plan is not working out the way I hoped it would. Not yet. Tex is kind of like going up in there to test it out. But we never wanted Tex in the stall anyway. We already know what happens when Tex goes into a stall. If we can get Gracie to go inside a stall, that would be great. And of course, Pearl. The birds, hey! The birds are creating quite the distraction, and so they're kind of messing things up. What I'm gonna do right now, okay, so look, we got Gracie going into a stall. And so it'd be real simple for me to walk around behind her, close that gate, and then she would be trapped. Tex, he's gonna run Gracie out of there. All right, so I've just fed the birds over here. Problem with that is that Pearl is coming over to join the birds. Pearl's gonna come over and join the birds, but as you can see that Santana, Tex, and Gracie are all fine with going inside the stalls, and I promise you, Pearl would too if I in fact had a little bit better setup with my birds. Pearl, can you please just be sweet to these birds? She's like, no, are you kidding? I'm mean, I'm Pearl and I'm mean. And she is mean. I love her, but she is mean. But looky there. There is one more. Uh-oh. I do not want that calf to go inside there with Tex. Listen, my system is not perfect. I have a lot of flaws here, okay? I don't have a perfect setup at all. But I do have a setup that was feasible at the time that I could afford. Ouch! Why did you do that? You scared me. Wanda?
Don't let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.